mom's there. Texas is in the shape of a toilet for a reason. I didn't have a good time in Texas. I don't think Mom had a good time in Texas either. That's where she was thrown in an orphanage when she was a baby. She was born with deformed feet. So she was a throwaway. She was a throwaway person that the system is built upon. They act like they care about the people and they care about the direct deposit that they get for saying, we care about the people. It's fucking retarded. So, this is my favorite way to go. I like to, sometimes I'll get, and then I'll share it with Mom. She likes it. I'm so hungry, I gotta get home, it's late. It's been a day. It's been a day. $1,500 to get my car out of the mechanic jail. I had to pay $1,000 down, and then the guy, they're really doing me a favor. Matt, this is like a good review talk for Metric Motors. I'll probably won't post it till tomorrow, Thursday, but they're giving me till the 15th without charging me. Well, I guess they charge you for storage, but I've been explaining my situation the whole time. I said, dude, I just gave them $200, so I don't have a lot of income, and because people don't pay me what my worth, because I'm attracted to people. Not everybody. No, that's not true. Some people pay me what they value, how they. I've had people that do. It's just more than not, people don't, because people don't recognize themselves as being valuable people, so they don't recognize the value in other people. And I find that I mean, it's so weird, the people I find. It's like my path is to resolve whatever feelings I have about people that I see that treat others with such kindness, dignity, respect, all of those things, but I'm their outlet where they shit on me, and I don't get paid what I'm worth. And because I have such a mentality of living in a life of service, like today, I went and I was gonna go in and talk to the mechanic, because I don't do good on the phone, and the guy kept calling me, and I want to look into people's eyes and stuff like that. As much as they say us Asperger's, we don't look at us autistics, we don't look at people. No, it's just we're feeling your energy, and if your energy is shit, ain't no point of looking in your eyes, because I could just feel that it ain't gonna go in any of my kind of favor. So I just gotta yield to whatever their will is. But every now and again, it kind of works out. And so I went and let me turn these headphones around. I went and they called this morning. They said it was done. And I was like, shit, because they just told me Monday. I mean, they're fast. They did great work. I'm really impressed by Metric Motors. And so they called this morning and said, we're done. And I went and looked at it, and it's fucking badass, man. I don't want to sell it. It's freaking, it's like, it looks like it has like a lift kit on it. They did really good fucking work. So I'm not sad about the $1,500 bill. I'm just sad about, I don't know how to collect the money in a way that's in an integritous way. I got my t-shirts. I forgot them at home. They're doing gay days in Taos, New Mexico, and so I was gonna go see if I could sell some of my t-shirts to make some money to pay the bill down. Until, it's just, I hate fucking owing people. And so I even went to my bank and filled out an application for a credit card. All I wanted was a $2,000 limit. That's all I wanted. And it's Wednesday, so they want to make me wait until Friday. So, because basically you have somebody somewhere that just deliberates. That's how the world is. There's always somebody behind the curtain that just gets to fucking say yes or no. And it holds me up in life, and that's why I fucking hate systems. So I gotta wait 2 days to see if my credit card has been, if my credit is enough. Because 6 years ago, 2016, when I moved, and I couldn't get a job in Oregon, then it quickly became evident that I had to be a stay-at-home daughter, take care of Mom, which I knew was gonna come. It doesn't matter. It came sooner than I had planned. The universe said, no, it doesn't matter what you plan in your path, Marge. What matters is what's laid out in front of you. And as like, troubles that come along and puzzles, like, okay, how am I going to swing this? How am I going to swing this? How am I going to live a level of comfort for me and my family while appeasing other people that want so much for their fucking mediocre shit. And my Earth Angel today, I'm so proud of her. She's moving into her place, and within, from just going from the place she lived to her new place, she completely disproved that how dysfunctional these fucking smart cities are for people and how much trouble they're going to cause in the future. They don't fucking work. She first day there, first day, moving day, she's paying near $6,000 to live. That's what they do. They fucking extort people. They go to job expos and these fairs, and then they see all these modern gadgets because they grew up watching the Jetsons and all that bullshit. And then you got these people that come up with these products, but the products are shit. They're complete shit. Because technology is shit. And turnover is like every 6 months, and projects don't get finished, so stuff is junk. And then she shows up to the place, and sure as shit, somebody's in her parking lot. Now everything is done by an app. So she's got to pay all of her bills, access, everything's an app, everything's online, everything's on technology. Shit don't work for her. She's an electronic slider. So she put, she's been there. I get a message from her saying, I've been waiting for an hour to get into the parking lot. Fucking security, look back from the time this morning, determine who fucking parked in her place, go knock on the door and tell them to fucking move it. It's just ridiculous. So none of the fancy shit that they make her pay for with their $6,000, she's paying, I think, like $1,500 alone for parking. And it's just when somebody fucking feels like letting her have her spot. If I was there, I would fucking rage, dude. I would be like, where's your contract? Where does it say that I can deduct money off my monthly bill when your fucking system proves to be shit, which it already has? Where can I do that? See, if organizations and corporations had to actually give money for wrongdoings and their wasted people's times and shit like that, the world would be a much different place. But it's a one-way siphon of suck. It only goes in the way of the big corporation. And people have more loyalties to corporation and shit like that than they have in their own communities. It's fucking absurd and ridiculous. So I'm trying to spank a bunch of money together, put fucking money together, see if all this good karma. I'm curious as how fast I can freaking put together just $1,500 bucks. $1,300. I just gave them 2. I'm curious about that. So this is what I call the portal from one time zone to another, from one dimension to another. That's what I call this trip, this road. The road to fucking Nowheresville. I guess it was in that movie with Peter Toole. I think Peter Toole was in it, and Robert Phoenix talked about him today. What's it called? Easy Rider. Was he in that? See, I don't know. That was never my vibe. I had to watch plenty of freaking like Bridge Over River Kwai, Green Berets, all those Eastwood movies. That was my early childhood. I felt like John Wayne was too big of an asshole, so I didn't delve too much in that. I didn't like the kind of guys that they spray painted. Look at this. Look at the spray paint. It wasn't like this today. Look, you got like fucking. I can imagine being drunk at night. It looks like it's good. The way they painted. Was it windy? It's a shitty job. Squint and it's bit. It looks like they painted it and then, I don't know, it's just a crappy. Everything they do in fucking Taos, New Mexico is subpar. It's just subpar. It's like clean the fucking nozzle. Clean the fucking nozzles that the paint comes out of, and you won't get these stutter lines that are going to make the drunk drivers that are driving home at night, like, see really double vision. That's hilarious. Oh, I hope everything. I haven't been home since this morning. I don't like leaving mom for that long. I'd love to be able to make a friend that just like, a roommate type situation that's just cares enough about mom to make sure that everything's okay while I run into town and have to do chores. I got her some chocolate cake. Mom and I would scrounge the change together and find, nickel and then sometimes I'd take money out of Grandma's wallet. And then that would be a treat, is to go to the sugar. There's fucking somebody, did they see that? Something, they ran over something. So I'm gonna go ahead and see, because the speed limit here is 60, but people are so fucking in the past and they're so slowed down. Their frequency is so low vibrational from all the shit that they eat and drink, stuff like that, that they're all just in their guts. They're so slow. And plus, yeah, that's cool though. I pass people on the right sometimes. That's cool. I'm gonna wave at them. Say thank you. Thank you. That was cool of you. I get even into overdrive. So the world is changing so fast, and I just hear about how fucking technology stuff, and then I go to the drive on my drive home, and I'm just like, okay, and how is this going to impact my life at all? I'm trying to create a life where people know the name Heyoka. I'm trying to make a name for myself where I can do, my IT jobs, or, I was trying to freaking really establish myself with that woman, Allie, at that restaurant, and she just fucking did not want to even give me any kind of credit where credit was due. And then I got so sad, I got so disappointed. The other night she posted a post on her Facebook page and totally gave this guy a shout out that works for the Taos News, which is you're sucking ball sack right there. It's just more of the system and more of the program and more of the bullshit. But he did a food spread for her, took all these food pictures. It's not like I didn't spend fucking 2 hours, 3 hours with her and take a bunch of food pictures myself, where she created reels and stuff. Did I get any photo cred? No. Chiron and Aries, Marge, you just got to expect it from people. You got to expect that you got the ideas, but people want to take their ideas and keep them as their own. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to get where the credit's credit. What I get to learn is how to not be upset and throw tantrums and retaliate when I get my feelings hurt. That's what I get to do. That's what my Akashic record set it out, say, okay, what do you get to learn about in life? I get to learn how to not fucking get my butt hurt, get all my feelings hurt, and then retaliate when things don't go my way. So, but she lost it, like that Lauryn Hill saw. You might win some, but you just lost one, Allie. I mean, it's been 2 weeks. I deserve an apology, and I never got one. So she evidently doesn't think she doesn't feel like that I deserve an apology, and to just shit on all the fucking things that I did for 2 months. And I didn't do the nice things, I do it for good credit, but not for the good credit that I do it for. It usually comes back to me in other ways. So anyway, coming up on the Midtown Market, and I'm going to shut off this video because I'm not really trying to freaking have people come over to my house and visit. I would love it if, I want to create an environment where people out there in the world, and that wherever all around, if you like my vibe and you ever wanted to go to Taos, New Mexico, I'd be a great freaking personal fucking tour guide. I'd show you a lot of really cool places and tell you the real history about this place. Not the bullshit that they fucking paint over and flower and shit. The real history from the people. So I think it's amazing how we were brought back here. Mom was born around here. I mean, God is just so good. I'm definitely in gratitude today, that's for sure. So, alright, that's about all I got for now. Hopefully I have a rad day. Peace.